The following podcast contains strong language and ridiculous cartoon scenarios conjured up by two self-proclaimed comedy wizards. Between you and me, they're more like Saturday morning court jesters fueled by sugary cereal. But either way, the opinions expressed and presented are mere musings, so please humor their well-intentioned hijinks with a laugh and not by taking anything they say seriously. Unless, of course, you want to pay them to say something else. Could always use a new pair of shoes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to ReviewParty.com. I am Brent.
I am Matt.
This is comedy. This is a podcast. It's on the internet. It's about reviews from places like Amazon, Google. You've seen them. You've heard them. You've had a little laugh here and there. Oh, Three Wolf Moon. Oh, Gummy Bear Diarrhea. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Well, we're here to show you that that's just the tip of the iceberg.
There's a whole other iceberg underneath.
Yeah, there's a bigger iceberg underneath, and if only polar bears had access to that bigger iceberg, maybe Antarctica would be a better place.
They'd be living it up.
Let's give polar bears gills. I think that's my next ad campaign. That's how we save the polar bears. Give them gills, let them be underwater. It'll buy them 10 years before the water starts boiling, and then I don't know what.
Polar bear soup.
Oh, no. Too much hair, too much fat. Do you have a review?
I do. This is an Amazon review. I'm not sure I even want to tell you what it's for.
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty sure you'll be able to figure it out as we get into it at like a line or two. But it's an Amazon review from Jakovny. They titled their review "Creepy and Disturbing." It's a book. I can tell you that much.
Okay, it's a book.
It's a book. It's officially October. So here's Jakovny's review again. Creepy and disturbing.
And disturbing. Creepy and it's not creepy, disturbing. Creepy and also disturbing.
Jakovny writes, "A disturbed young man in a devilish costume chases a dog with a sharp object, then threatens to cannibalize his mother when she objects. No, it's not an episode of True Blood. This is actually the opening scene of an inexplicably beloved children's book, and that's just for starters. The boy, Max," you know where we are now?
I knew from the first line, bitch, where the wild things are.
Where the wild things are. By Maurice Sendak.
I was like, chases dog with sharp object, and then threatened to cannibalize mother. I was like, oh yeah. Been there, bro.
Yep. Jakovny continues. The boy, Max, conjures up an imaginary sailboat and sails to an imaginary island inhabited by demonic horned beasts. Max watches as the monsters, quote, gnash their terrible teeth, a descriptor Jesus used in the Bible when describing hell.
Oh, God.
Using some form of dark, quote, magic, Max wins a staring contest and is anointed, quote, king of the creatures, then initiates an eerie moonlight dancing ritual. Curiously, at its conclusion, he arbitrarily deprives the monsters of nourishment. Although we're not privy to the reason for the punishment, yeah, I get it, he's emulating his mom's behavior, but now from the position of power himself. But as a kid, I just felt sorry for the beasts and thought Max a cruel tyrant. Finally, Max gets hungry and decides to leave the imaginary world, as the demon spawn horde promised to cannibalize him if only he'll stay a little bit longer. He arrives back in his bedroom and finds a hot dinner awaiting him. His reward, evidently, for his earlier attempts to cannibalize Mom and Fido. I just realized this is probably my first review in which I've used the word cannibalize 3 times.
Well, review more interesting stuff, bro.
Right? Now, before you comment, look, folks, I have no objection to, quote, dark children's books. In fact, I can tell you that kids find this stuff a lot less scary than we as adults insist they should. Children's imaginations are generally a lot, quote, darker than anything we can show them. I love Maurice Sendak's artwork, and I appreciate that as an author, he doesn't, quote, talk down to children. That said, other than the illustrations, I just don't see the appeal of this book. It didn't do anything for me when I was a kid, when I thought Max seemed mean and obnoxious, and the, quote, wild things rather insane and certainly untrustworthy, as they never stopped threatening to consume Max. Even though, as an adult, I now understand the symbolism and themes. There's nothing about it that's, quote, fun. 1 star.
I'm going to say it. I know this is supposed to be funny podcast.
Yeah?
But if you read that book as a kid and you find Max obnoxious and mean, I think you might be an egomaniac. I think you might be like, you lack some serious, sympathy or something, because who as a kid has not had some negative feelings that they did not understand and did not know how to grapple with? That's what the book's all about.
Right. You've never stomped your feet and yelled at your mom? Bro, I have.
Yeah, not lately. Me and my mom have a much more cordial relationship now that I've hit puberty and adulthood and all that, and learned some big lessons.
Feet are a lot harder to stomp when you're an adult.
Yeah, if I stomp my feet now, my ankle will hurt for like a week and a half.
As a whippersnapper, boy, I stomp all day.
Those were reinforced. The joints were
gooey.
Still had all their joint goo in them to absorb the shock.
My youthful vocal cords, I could just, I'm not hungry for meatloaf.
But that's the whole point of the book, right? And I think Mary Sendak very smartly evokes some imagery and wordplay from the Bible, talking about demons and bad things, because we all have demons inside of us, and as kids that often comes in the way of emotions we don't understand, we can't control.
Dang.
Those are bad, evil things that this book helps kids understand. And it doesn't, like the reviewer said, it doesn't talk down to them, in that it's not clear. It's not obvious. It doesn't say, yeah, kids, you got these evil demons inside you, because that would totally muddle the message. It just tells a story about a kid going to his room, grappling with the bad emotions he had. And guess what? At the end of the day, his mom still loved him and gave him the warm meal. That's what an important message for children.
Yeah, you can work through your stuff. Take your little time out like a champ.
So tell your stuffed animals that they're stupid, that you're going to eat them alive, win a scaring contest with them, and become their king. Sometimes it's an interesting path to working out those emotions, and that's okay.
Yeah, you need to put yourself. There's a lot of talk about self-care. Self-empowerment is a part of that doesn't get talked about enough. And if that manifests itself in the form of imaginary sailboats, islands full of monsters, wild rumpuses, so be it.
I loved an imaginary sailboat back in the day. You ever scrumple up your blanket so it looks like so many waves for your imaginary sailboat to go
awesome.
over?
Man. Between this and Puff the Magic Dragon, little Jackie Draper turning into Jackie Paper, trying to figure out, is he a 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional person? Whew.
What about Harold and his purple crayon?
I know you're a fan of Harold and the Crayon.
If there's ever a Wild Things X Harold and the Purple Crayon crossover with a cameo appearance from Corduroy, oh boy, my childhood would be the bases would be covered.
Well, just a multiverse of anything. It's possible.
That's true. That's what the kids are all about these days. You can't go on a video game forum without someone being like, you know what this game needs? It needs a license from Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters are really... Oh, don't you think the developers could just make like a really interesting homage to Ghostbusters that fits this universe? No, I think they should just pay $1 billion to get a Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I want Spider-Man in the game. Give him a gun. No.
I do think it works for Fortnite. There are, if that's their thing, it works. I do like Fortnite does do a pretty good job with the licenses, but
if you're into that sort of thing,
it's the people seeing it in Fortnite and thinking, "Oh, this would be good for every game series ever." That's what gets me. Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Spider-Man, and Venom can shoot machine guns at Goku in Fortnite. That's fine. But I don't think Final Fantasy VII needs Goku in it. You know what I mean? It's sort of a different thing.
Yeah, different flavor. Fortnite is cereal marshmallows all day long. Just eat away.
It could use The Rock in it. Everything should have The Rock. I have a review talking about some more out-of-pocket media takes here. This is an Amazon review for Minions, The Rise of Gru.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy. James Glass. Very cool name.
That is.
Titles their review for Minions Rise of Gru from Amazon. Not up to normal laughability. They write, every Minion film and short has always got 5 stars. Not this one. Maybe I should give it another try. It just did not tickle my laugh spot. Maybe it was the lack of guffaws of children or the incredible periods of total snoring that caused me to slip into an REM cycle. I had a dream funnier than this non-disco dazzler diorama. That's it. Not enough. I want to dance to the music. Music, Minion Mia music from that Je ne sais pas temps. So I will try again, but not promise that it will be as funny as all the other Minion-related films. 3 stars.
Okay. We got a Minion connoisseur.
Yeah, drawing lines in the Minion fandom here. All right.
I think I've seen the first Despicable Me and nothing else in this in this grand canon of film history.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of the same gimmick the whole time, is it not?
You know, I'm guessing so. It's hard not to give it to the. You know, if we were of that generation, I'm sure Minions would be our shit.
Yeah, I would love it.
Much like Shrek was our shit, and then it did not age well. I'm sure Minions is going to be in the exact same.
It's the next thing I was going to say. I'm sure if you keep using the same formula, the returns will diminish.
Right, exactly. There's only so many yellow guys can go ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba and get up to trouble before you're kind of like, well, you know, maybe this is a little boring now.
What is worth more comment, however, I'm sure you don't disagree, is the way this person is describing themselves and what they expect a movie to be. Where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the laugh spots, or do you want to start with the dazzling dioramas of lackluster disco get up and dance?
They had a dream funnier than this non-disco dazzler diorama. So I've describing things as disco, you know, that's been floating to the top. We've had that before in reviews. But this is the first non-disco thing. There's no disco to be had within Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Which means it's got no life. It's got no heartbeat. You know, disco's got that beat.
It's got no
beat. Perfect to do CPR to.
It's got that beat. Everyone's doing dancing. It's got the disco balls. You cannot separate disco from the disco balls.
This movie has no balls.
No balls that spin in the sky and make pretty lights upon the wall. It's not just it's a non-disco dazzler diorama. So the implication there is that other Minions movies are disco dazzler dioramas.
Yeah, which is to say that it's a small thing constructed for viewing, probably made by children and for children, but it's a disco dazzling version of this, which means an adult can enjoy it.
Sure, there is a bit of dazzle that anyone can access, but
it's lustrous.
Yeah, it's lustrous. But this one, my laugh spot was left untickled. My laugh spot was feeling a bit blue, if I do say so myself.
You know, sometimes people give you the cold shoulder. If you got a cold laugh spot, that's bad company.
My laugh spot is like Superman's fortress of solitude right now. In the middle of Antarctica. Isolated, sad, alone. Untouched. Unstimulated.
Ooh.
I'm thinking a lot about how mood affects how much you laugh lately. How if you're in a good mood, a joke may be the funniest joke you've ever heard, but if you're in the bad mood, you just don't want to hear it.
Oh, sure.
Maybe this person, maybe their laugh spot was just not open to the world when they first watched this.
They're going to give it another shot. I do appreciate that.
Listen, I got time on the clock to rewatch this about 6-7 times to make sure it wasn't funny.
I don't know if that's their dedication to just reviewing, accurately, or to the Minions franchise at large.
Yeah, that really, much like Shrek, I think, which it accelerated Shrek's aging very rapidly, was the excessive merchandising.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and Minions is even more excessive. Everyone that works in an office has some seemingly normal, very regular middle-aged dude who has 37 Minion toys in his cubicle.
Right, yeah. He talks to them when no one else will talk to him.
No, it would be funny. No, it would fucking make... I don't know if I'd be able to hold my laughter. I might have to take a bathroom break and let it all out. Let the tickle spot, see the light of day.
Uh-huh.
If you go the Friday after the Minions Rise of Gru premiere, you come in and you see that guy angrily throwing all his minions, angrily, sadly, tears in his eyes, dumping all his minions into a garbage bag.
Dude, what was wrong? You didn't like the movie?
It didn't tickle my laugh spot, okay? It wasn't a Dazzler disco diorama.
Well, like 4 stars?
I think it might have been 3. I have to rewatch, but I can't bear to look at these little yellow bastards anymore. And by the way, I don't know if this review was written August 15th, 2022, very recently.
Mm-hmm.
Minions is now 4.8 stars out of 5 on Amazon. So maybe Minions Rise of Gru, it just is a movie you gotta watch twice.
Get those viewings in.
Everyone watched it once, gave it a 2 and a 3, and they said, I can't do that to Stephen Carell. I can't do that to Pierre Coffin, the voice of the Minions, I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Or maybe he voiced someone else. I don't know who voices the Minions. I was just looking at the cast list. You think it would go Steve Carell, then the person doing the Minions, but you click on Pierre Coffin and it looks like he's in lots of sexy movies.
Okay.
I know he's in lots of animated stuff. He's in Peppa Pig. I bet he's the Minions. Anyway, I couldn't do that to Steve Carell.
Could never.
Little Steven in his little scarf and his little pitched up voice. I couldn't. I had to watch it again. And you know what? My funny bone exploded. I had to go to the ER. Get a new funny bone.
Doctor said, "Oh, back again?" And I said, "I gave Rise of Gru a second watch." They said, "We know. It's an epidemic. We can chart the rewatches of Rise of Gru."
Here, just a week after Rise of Gru's release, funny bones and explosions across the American nation.
Tickle spots obliterated.
And here, look at the Minion merchandise sales.
Oh, dip, then spike.
You can see here the Minion Chef Boyardee is especially having a huge payday.
It's done really well on direct to streaming.
We're gonna put a new Minions brand metal bone in your funny bone, and free of charge. We're gonna scrape your tickle, your laugh spot. Give it a fresh scrape.
Guffaw.
Guffaw. Do you have a review?
All right. Yeah, I have a review that was sent to us by Ash, a.k.a. Orange Puppy 17, who also gave us a wonderful review not too long ago. This is an Amazon review for none other than IGAN P6 wire flush cutters, 6-inch ultra sharp and powerful side cutter clippers with longer flush cutting edge. Ideal wire snips for crafting, floral, electrical, and any clean cut needs. #1 bestseller in wire cutters.
These are just some regular ass wire
some
cutters.
Dang, you can picture it's got the red rubber handle thing.
Yep.
They look a little cleaner than the ones in your dad's tool cabinet. But
okay. They are new.
The same.
Sure.
This is a review from Amazon customer, reviewed in Canada. I'll note, that may explain what's going on here. Amazon customer titles their review super sharp and writes, excellent. Get what you pay for. Quality tool, excellent for cutting flush on pull ties. Cuts braid fishing line easily. Everything as advertised. Good for those thick toenails as well.
Oh.
Super sharp 5 stars.
Oh, boy. Now, isn't that just out of pocket?
Just a bit.
The first thing you learn about using tools from Dad is you got to use the right tool for the job.
Tool for every job, yes.
Yeah, if you're going to hammer something, hammer a nail in, and you got a screwdriver in your hand, don't use the base of the screwdriver to slam that nail in like a psycho. You go get the fucking hammer and just do it. If you got to pry a nail out, you don't use that Phillips head to try and scrape it out. You go get the freaking back of the hammer. You know, you gotta saw something in half. Use a saw, not your bread knife from the kitchen. You're just gonna wear out the tools. The tools are gonna get gnarly.
Then you gotta borrow somewhere else's tools. It's a whole thing.
This crosses an even further line. Do not use your tools for hygiene purposes. You have hygiene tools and you have working tools, and you need to keep those separate.
A lot of people these days, they think they've found life hacks, things like that. Industry doesn't want you to know that you can use this product for this purpose.
Yeah, you know what the industry does want you to know? Nail clippers are like 75 cents, bro.
They are not expensive.
They are not. They are affordable.
If you're in the Canadian bush, is it the Canadian bush?
The Canadian tundra.
The hinterlands of Canada, as they say. And you can only carry so much gear on you at any one moment. Chances are you can afford the weight of some nail clippers.
Some nail clippies, bro. I've seen videos online of doctors using wire cutters on some wicked nasty toenails.
Oh,
you know what I
that's
mean?
when, like, my life as a tree man. And
right. But that's sort of a different story.
That's health, scary problems.
That's scary problems. I'm guessing you don't have scary problems, bro. I'm guessing you could get some of those slightly bigger than fingernail clipper toenail clippers.
Oh, yeah. For the Mondo toe.
Yep, and hack it off. And then when you're doing craft work around the house or stripping wires or whatever, you don't have to smell the fucking nacho cheese smell from your toenails every time.
You're touching your bare clammy feet, and then your hands are getting that clammy smell. Then you're touching the rubber grippy wire cutters.
You're soaking your tool shed with foot smell, dude. You can't tell me people's feet don't be smelling. You know, I practice good foot hygiene. I go the extra mile in the shower and lift up my foot and scrub it. I don't just let the soap sprinkle down on there like a weirdo.
You don't need to wash your legs at all. The soap won't go down. Like, are you kidding me, though?
Have you seen your legs, bro? Scrub your ankles with a fucking washcloth one time. See how much dead skin comes off there.
Give it a wipe at least. Let the suds kind of embed themselves into your skin.
Yeah, sometimes you just give a hot wipe. You're not doing a real good scrub session, but at least it's something.
It's like your laugh spot. You can't just let the suds drip on down. It's not you're not gonna laugh. You got to give that a good touch, a good tickle.
I'm getting between the toesies. You know, I'm scrubbing the back of my ankle because that's a dead skin fucking fiesta on the back of that bitch. But my feet still be smelling. All right, so you can't tell me your wire cutters are safe.
No, like I took off some shoes. I had a pebble in my shoe, and I took it off. Like, smells like goldfish. I'm guessing everyone else can smell that too. Because they're 8-year-old shoes or something like that. I'm not going to throw them away. They're still good.
And God forbid your neighbor Barney comes over, says, hey, dude, you got some wire cutters I could borrow? I can't find mine. Oh, yeah, Barn. Here, grab these suckers. And then someone else is a privy to your foot fucking disgustingness.
Yeah,
dude.
You have to hand over your smelly cutters. A single drip of sweat beads on your forehead.
Ew. Icky. What's next? What other misguided workshop tools could you use for hygiene? That's
I
what I
mean,
want to know.
if you've got one of those reciprocating sanders or something, you can just buff your calloused feet out.
Sure.
That's kind of what those things are anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying
Yeah.
to think about. Think about. The old the vice grip. I don't know. Maybe use that for
Posture correcting.
posture correcting. Sure, a good clamp on somewhere will really make you sit up.
Needle nose pliers, my guy. They're practically tweezers. You can clean your nose out with needle nose pliers.
You can probably poke your brain up your nose with the needle nose pliers.
You got
Egyptian
a skin
mummification
tag,
style.
heaven forbid. You can just rip that sucker right off.
Nah, you got to use the belt, the fucking the power saw for the skin tag. It's you got to be very precise, but it'll be over in an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going into terrible places of body horror. I think we should take a break. Happy
Please,
Halloween.
thank you. Hey everybody, thank you for listening to our lovely little podcast. If you'd like to go above and beyond in supporting our show, or have the most fabulous conversation starter since sliced bread, go to reviewparty.com. Click on shop and explore some fabulous t-shirt designs.
Where's your favorite place to wear a t-shirt?
On my body.
Mine is at the store.
That is a good place to wear a t-shirt. Reviewparty.com. Click shop.
Why stop there?
Don't stop now.
Don't stop me now, because I'm buying a t-shirt. I'm buying a shirt.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second half of the episode, and sound the fanfare.
Is that fanfare?
That's fanfare. Welcome to a little segment, just a little one, we like to call, no one else calls it, we like to call Me, You, and Meme Review.
Oh, it's back already? It seems so soon.
Seems so soon. Technically, I could have pushed it back for one episode because it was pushed back one episode last time. But
you're getting back on track, baby.
Getting back on track. Plus, I don't want to steamroll any Halloweeny fun that we might have. So
weenies.
Get this out, get this done early October. We'll move past it. Me, You, and Meme Reviews is the segment where we review masters, we review readers, we historians of reviews, find those products that have achieved meme status in their reviews, such as the 3 Wolf Moon shirt, as we said, such as the Poo Poo Gummy Bears, as we said, the Pick for Her pens, those things that were cultural touchstones. So much so that they took on a life of their own. We know that reviews have power, both for comedy and for informing your purchase decision. So we're giving these things a good once over and twice over. This time, this edition of Me, You, and Meme Reviews, I am bringing a fairly recent addition to the annals of meme review history.
Something hot and fresh.
These are the Ray Pose women's yoga running capris, leggings, workout pants, tummy control, high-waisted sports gym fitness with pockets.
All right.
If you don't recognize them, let me read Corey H's review. Corey titles her review, "Order Them Now," and writes, "Can I just say that I will be reordering them in every color? Here is me rolling and sliding down a mountain because I was too scared to get up. My leggings did not rip, not even a little bit, and I got stuck on rocks and trees. 5 stars. This review, of course, includes 2 pictures of Corey on a mountain, both prone and supine. If you don't know those words, it means on her stomach and on her back, with multiple rocks and trees around her.
It looks like the scene from Chris Farley's Black Sheep, where he is falling down a mountain. And
if you need a refresher, Brent, there's one of them.
Oh yeah, hold on, little leaf. And she grabs a small tree for dear life.
So, this review has 21,158 people finding it helpful. Which is just a few, don't you think?
It's a couple, 2, 3.
A quick Google will bring you, obviously, to the Amazon page, but also to multiple news outlets, and I say news in quotes. I'm sorry I didn't quote it like our first reviewer, but we've got herviewfromhomes.com, tile.com, India Times, dailymail.co.uk, the New York Post, Good News Network, Stylecaster. So many people liked this review and thought it was hilarious that it became quote news, because that's what happens in today's internet. So obviously it started from this review, but I have a good healthy crop of other reviews, like TIG Bays, who titles their review, "Why are you rolling down a mountain? Laugh, cry, roll emoji." They say, "I haven't laughed this hard in a while. I don't even have the pants. I just wanted to say how hilarious this was." 5 stars. Interesting. They say they didn't even purchase the product, but they did choose size extra, extra large in color 787 purple, which is exactly the same product listing that Corey had purchased. So attention to detail, if nothing else.
Sure.
They wanted to make sure it landed on the right page, because Amazon can be tricky sometimes when you have different styles. But there are some actual reviews. It's just a lot. Colin Campbell titles her review, "I loved these, but..." Okay, so I bought these based on the viral review of a woman falling down the hill. Mm-hmm. As someone that's clumsy and loves comfort, I felt that review deep down in my soul. They look and feel great, and I'll probably buy a few more in different colors. So, why the 4-star review? Mine arrived with an overpowering perfume scent. I mean, it was strong. I've washed them 3 times already in hot water, and I can still faintly smell it.
What?
From a look and feel standpoint, they are fantastic, and I'll probably love them even more when I get the cheap floral smell out of them. 4 stars.
I guess they don't want your butt to be smelling.
Yeah, they're expecting you to sweat something up when you're rolling down the hill. I should comment. Usually in meme reviews, there's a sense of people iterating on the joke. Mm-hmm. And in this case, it's a lot of people just saying something like Amazon customer here. "I bought these because of the viral review of a woman falling down a mountain in them. They did not disappoint. They're very comfy and flattering. 5 stars. Just a lot of people almost leaving likes
maybe
and
it's
comments.
the effect of, oftentimes there's a heavy tongue-in-cheekness, a sarcasm, a spoof typeness.
Yes.
To the reviews, the meme reviews that are extra funny and iterated on. This one was just real, right? This one was just...
That's true. The origin is real. Hence, the reviews that follow up will be real as well.
Yeah, but... no, I think the gummy bears one, right? Even though those were very out of pocket because of the blue and brown nature.
Right.
Those, I think, were mostly honest and real, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's a mixed bag there.
But the people reiterating on this one just weren't funny. They were just like, "Damn, these are nice pants." I
do have one here. Kimberly R. Kelly titles her review, "Mountain sliding lady was right," and writes, "These Repos leggings off Amazon are exactly as good as the lady in the review says. Glad I bought 5. And she went the extra mile, including a picture with her review. And now you have it. Now you see. She has recreated.
Yeah, this young lady has recreated the image of
of Corey
laying stomach on a mountainside, maybe in her backyard, a much smaller mountain,
a small hill,
a lovely recreation nonetheless.
Yeah, and there are a few that just spoke to me on a these people don't understand the internet type level. Denise L. Divine titles her review, "Bought in case I need to slide down a hill, ... laugh emoji. Great yoga pants, not see-through, not too thin, not too thick, holds me in without feeling squeezed. I bought them because of the funny testimonial by the woman sliding down the hill in them, and I am pleased with them. Will buy another pair for 4 stars.
Is Corey getting a cut or what? Because this is like this feels like this feels like the type of situation where you are at a fancier clothing store and the cashier asks you who helped you today.
Oh yeah.
So you like have to say, because you're like, oh, they're getting commission off of this. She should get, and I bet she has sold a lot more pair of pants than anyone that works at any of those clothing stores.
Do you think anyone heard of the name Rapos before this?
No.
I mean, plenty of people still haven't, but they know yoga pants lady on Hill.
Mm-hmm.
I think I won't leave off with this one, but this is another one that sort of unsettled me. Amazon customer titles the review comfy and writes, great, excited to wear due to the amazing review I saw on Facebook about it. 5 stars.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one hurts. That one stings.
Yeah, it's just strange.
The laugh emoji, the in case I need to be on a mountain laugh emoji, at least that one was an attempt, you know. It was a a shoddy reference, but it was a reference that we could enjoy all the same.
Now here's something we can enjoy all the same. I'll end with this one. It doesn't reference Corey whatsoever. It's a review by Zzz. They titled the review, not flattering, and write, the seams on these pants make me feel like a stuffed sausage. Yes, they seem durable, but they sit sort of low and aren't the most comfortable. I don't plan to buy again. 2 stars.
I like a good stuffed sausage.
Hey, give me some sausage.
So do you have these pants in your possession? Are they on the way?
I have them in my possession.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Are they purple?
They are purple. I went with the same color. They're not extra large because then they would sag down.
Because you're extra medium.
I'm a medium.
Damn, they should really make extra medium. That's funny.
Just to make us feel special, you know.
Yeah, what it means, couldn't tell you. But you know, I know some people that are extra medium, I guess.
I wonder how sales would be medium versus extra medium.
You got me medium. You know I wear extra medium. This isn't gonna fit right.
I'm a little extra. What can I say?
Oh,
right. So, yes, I have these pants. I will put them on, see if I can locate something approximating a mountain, I guess, to give them that test, and then a general test. Because part 2 of Me, You, and Meme Reviews always features us making our own tongue-in-cheek review, as well as a valid, true review of the product. Because you need your laughs, but you need the facts, too. It's what's important nowadays.
Yeah, there's a lot of hashtag fake news.
There's a lot of hashtag fake reviews.
Oh, I got one that's real.
Let's hear it.
I want to make sure we get to this one this week. It made me laugh a lot. This is a review from Walmart for Grand Theft Auto 5 Premium Edition for the Xbox One. This review for Grand Theft Auto 5 from Walmart.com was written by Brian. They are a verified purchaser, just in case you were worried. And they write, fun for all ages. Great game to play with family. Son's been playing this since he was like 5 years old.
Oh, boy.
He's 12 now and still enjoys it. They keep updating it and keeping it fresh. I have him play with the volume off so he doesn't hear the swear words. 5 stars.
Okay, I know everyone's going to want us to condemn the parent, but I think this is a stronger condemnation of Rockstar for not releasing a new Grand Theft Auto game. This kid's been playing the same game for 7 years. Come on, Rockstar, get up with GTA 6.
That is a common complaint, but the GTA 6, it just was, I forget if it was a teaser.
Some leaks or something.
Oh yeah, there's some leaks. I haven't looked at them because I don't want to.
Nor I.
I want to see that. I want to see that hot trailer for the first time, but I'm going to take a step back and condemn the parent here,
okay,
man.
That's fair.
I think, the M rating on a game, that doesn't mean only 17-year-old kids can play it. It means that if your kid's under 17, you should, take a look at the game and see if it's okay for them. Maybe have a conversation with them before they play it.
Talk to the guy at GameStop, get his feedback.
Don't talk to the guy at GameStop. He's weird.
Yeah.
But, the first game I ever played was Mortal Kombat for the Sega, which
notoriously bloody.
Which launched the ESRB with its insane violence. Which looks very cartoony now in comparison to, say, Grand Theft Auto or a modern iteration of Mortal Kombat. If you take a look and you're like, nah, my kid, they're not going to go shoot a hooker in real life if they shoot a hooker here, which brings me to my next point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worried about the language in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, the sound can only hide so much.
It's the violence, the hooker beating, the I believe there is full frontal nudity in Grand Theft Auto 5 for both sexes.
Oh,
that's a little alarming.
I'm out of that loop.
Yeah, I want to say there is. I want to say there is a news story like, they did it. They put a wiener in a game, folks.
Okay.
Not that, I do think the human body should be a little less taboo, but I no doubt the context in which Grand Theft Auto presented it was a little extreme.
Yeah. That's the point of any Grand Theft Auto game, is to be a little extreme.
A little South Park-esque. A dirty mirror of our dirty world.
The last one I played was San Andreas, and I vividly remember being able to murder someone just as easily with a bouquet of roses as a double-ended dildo.
Yeah, right. Everyone knows about the double-ended dildo in the police bathroom that you can go get and beat someone to death with. And that, it is just about as alarming as you would think.
Ironically, it's kind of more violent using the bouquet of flowers because it acts as a slashing weapon because they're roses, I guess. So you get
thorns.
Blood splatter? Yeah.
You get some real thorny ones. And the kid has to miss out on all the fun. Honestly, the funniest stuff in Grand Theft Auto is like the radio shows.
Oh, yeah.
The talk shows on the radio.
And random comments from passerby on the street or people you're carjacking.
Tyler, the Creator, voices some NPCs. Does some of those NPC voices. And I do not remember the exact quotes of his lines, but they're quite funny. And he's missing out on all that. All he's getting is pure violence without the goofy context, right. Yeah, I feel like, without the volume.
Isn't that how things started in 28 Days Later? You hook a monkey up to a screen of just violence.
Yeah, I think taking away the audio takes away a lot of the cartoony flavor.
The levity a little bit.
The levity, exactly. Yeah, it's when you're selling crack from an ice cream truck, it's a little more horrifying when there isn't funny music and cartoony comments from people having it. And what about the subtitles option? Is it more okay to read swears than it is to hear swears? Yeah,
that's true. For cutscenes, there are subtitles.
There are subtitles. This kid's a knower. Man, when I was 5 years old, Grand Theft Auto is a great game, but I was playing Pokemon, dude.
Yeah, I was playing happy, shiny, bright things instead.
I think I would have been a little scared of playing Grand Theft Auto. Been like, this seems like a little much. You've met Mortal Kombat, you're just punching a guy,
Right.
That guy is
on a
mean
flat
to
plane.
You. And there's consent to the combat in Mortal Kombat, right?
Sure.
It's a tournament of death. Everyone agreed beforehand.
Right.
The hooker didn't want to get beaten by that bouquet of roses.
Mm-mm.
They didn't want that, but the kid is going to do it all the same. Fun for all ages, though. Do you have a review?
I'm going to go... This is just a weird one I found. I don't remember exactly how I found it. This is an Amazon review for Avengers Age of Ultron extended trailer.
Okay.
Which Amazon tells us is 2 minutes long.
Probably A pretty hype trailer back in the day, I'm
Probably
guessing.
pretty, like pivotal for us MC Universe fans.
Even though that's the worst Avengers movie, I'm sure I was pretty hype at it at one time.
Right. Like, as you can expect, a lot of people were leaving reviews that were for the movie itself, not the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think our friend here, Dr. Brains, knows what they're leaving a review for, because they titled their review, Good Read, Decent Deal. And write, Good Deal, Highest Recommendation. Dan, naturopath from psychictees.com, tea company. Been teaching internal martial arts since 1972. So judge a book on energetic levels. Did it raise my energy? Yes. 5 stars.
I think that's what we have to latch on, was that last line there. Did it raise my energy? Yes. Did seeing Thor fight a robot get me excited? Yes. Did seeing X-Men as not X-Men get me excited? No. Actually, that made me mad. It still makes me mad to this day. But that raises my energy as well, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
There should be a green tea you can drink, and it just makes you pissed. Because I have a lot of energy when I'm pissed off. I don't feel like sleeping.
Yeah, you get stuff done.
Exactly.
Gotta go put a new fence in? Give me that angry tea. What I found interesting, it seems like this person is almost giving an advertisement for their own company.
Okay.
Psychictees.com. T with a Z. Psychictees.com. Am I there? It can't be reached. Did I spell something wrong?
Well, you can't be, dude.
I spelled it wrong.
You probably have to access it with your mindscape.
He's been teaching internal martial arts since 1972. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Wait, what is internal martial arts? Like martial arts of the inside of the body?
I think
teaching your intestines to grapple?
Yeah.
Teaching your heart how to do karate chops?
Teaching your lungs to dodge.
Oh, you can smoke cigarettes all you want if you know internal karate. Your lungs will just dodge those carcinogens.
Okay, here I am, psychictees.com. I don't know where to
I don't know where to begin.
I don't know where to begin.
When I hear psychictees.com, I think of t-shirts that are psychic rather than beverages.
That would be probably a lot cooler.
Yeah, you wear this t-shirt and you're psychic, or the shirt itself is psychic.
Yes, it helps you on your mission.
It talks to you like Navi.
I was picturing some great Deku stuff. If it seems like I'm not talking, it's just because my mouth is open reading the FAQ on this. Oh, God. Why are psychic tea blends different from other ingredients?
Do tell.
Often the tea bag on the market has 1 to 3 herbal ingredients. Many in the bags have been processed and treated. Psychic Teas blends have as many as 33 ingredients. We sell them loose in order to process them less.
Loose.
Like farm-to-table dining, Psychic Teas tries for the most direct route too. Call it sunshine to stomach steeping.
Oh, no.
We heard through the grapevine that everything vibrates. See atoms, quarks, hadrons, subatomic quantum physics, etc.
These
and
nuts.
therefore makes a sound, aka music of the spheres, regardless of whether or not the vibrations can be perceived via our physical senses. Senses. The vibrations of one thing create energetic ripples and can affect the vibration of another. Just as the placement of the braces inside the body of a guitar will enable or dampen amplification, some say there are optimal herbal combinations and processing methods which expand into or contract from higher frequencies. Read the customer reviews on website for their adjectives. Zing-a-ling comes to mind. What the heck is going on?
So, this tea just gives you tinnitus.
It makes you shake.
It makes you shake. It makes you hear shaking. That sounds terrible. Maybe we'll find out with some reviews soon.
Yeah, I will check it out.
But for now, reviewparty.com is over. Just for the week, because we have new episodes every week. in which we thank you for listening. Thank you for listening, listeners. I hope you had a good time. That's new episodes every Tuesday morning. That's right. You've heard it here first. Hashtag Tuesday Reviews Day. Oh my God, we're taking over the Twitter sphere.
Oh.
If you'd like to send us a funny review, just like Ash did, thank you, Ash. Send us a hyperlink or a screenshot of the review to reviewparty.com@gmail.com and include your name so we can throw you credit. Matt, talk.
You know what? You can also send us stuff on the social medias at reviewparty.com on Instagram and TikTok. I mean, if you see a review-based TikTok, send it our way. If you see a review-based something, send it our way. Or you can do that same thing on Twitter, I'm guessing. That's how it works. You can send things on Twitter. You can DM. You can just
There's
quote,
DMs. Our DMs are open.
Tweet. You can also go to reviewparty.com where we hide all of our treasures. By treasures, I mean episodes and blog posts and items on the shop and newsletter sign-up buttons. So I recommend doing that. I also am ready to say, it's your turn, Brent.
Oh, my turn. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm getting bad at that in my old age, remembering when it's my turn here in the plugs. Nosebleeds. Thanks, homies. They did our theme song. You've heard it throughout the episode. It's called Bread for Breakfast. It's a nice song. You can hear that song. Another version of that song. I think there might be there might be that song and a remix of that song. On Spotify, search Nosebleeds one word, and then, of course, all their other wonderful music is there, too. I have a review to finish us off here. This review is for The Simpsons Season 6 on Amazon. It is written by Amber Harbert. They title it, Watch Your Kids.
Oh.
They write, my kids purchased this while I was asleep. No, I'm not upset because I love The Simpsons, but kids will just spend, LOL, 1 star.
What? Wait, hang on. That's a review of your dang kids.
Imagine thinking your kids were 1 star. That's kind of sad.